Da, 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 da. It's been a while, but yes, I'm still here, I'm still alive. Disappeared from your screens for a healthy time, probably, after my Santa shenanigans. I was really disappointed because I wanted to follow up the Santa video with another one that my computer sort of like decided to implode midway through it, so that put a paid to that. Perhaps I should never have done the first. Still, a happy New Year to you all. I hope you had a great time over the break. I certainly did. Went to England. We had 10 days off, which is a first for me for God knows how long. And it was great to refuel and recuperate and be in the company of loved ones, my brother's family, and I stayed in a place called Amesbury near Salisbury, which is literally 2 minutes from Stonehenge. So I fell in love with Stonehenge, and it was great. It was a fantastic break, but I'm really glad to be back. The band is really firing up at the moment. We're playing really well. Although Little Al's been quite ill last week, he's all right now. Back on form, and we're gigging this week. The Gaff. Then Thursday we're over to Port Grimaud, which is near Saint-Tropez. An old friend of ours, Martin's got a place there now. He's formerly the boss of the Bois de Callion. Lax and Cassian, we used to play there regularly. Well, now we're going to be doing this one regularly as well. We played last Thursday and had a great time with the locals and Martin and his family. It was brilliant. And we're back there this Thursday, Friday and Saturday at the Gaff. And tonight we're rehearsing because we're in the middle of the rehearsals now for the album project, which starts in less than a month. 3 weeks we've got now, February the 12th. Our producer, the legendary and illustrious and a great friend as well, Sean Harris. Mr. Sean will be producing the album for us, and this is a really exciting proposition. I've worked with Sean many times before, and never in this level. In the fact that we've always worked together, just the two of us, and built our music up ourselves. But this time we'll be using a band, using Blah Blah to create what we hope will be our Rumours. But the quality of the songs is just so high. Expectation now is massive, because we think we've got the goods here to do something great, and we're really excited about it. Goose Pimples will be at maximum, I'm convinced. So I'm really, I'm so, for any of you who don't know Sean, me and Sean have known each other since 1980, sorry, where I first met him at a gig where he was singing and I was in the audience. I first seen him a week before that, I think, on a television show called Look Here, which you'll find in my favourite videos. The first performance I ever saw him play of a song called Streets of Gold, I believe it was, that was up first. And from that moment I just thought, this guy's got something, and this band have got something, and I followed them, and then they became the band I wanted to champion. After a few years of following them and going to anywhere I could to see them, I felt like I was working for the money to pay to go and see them. And I had an unfortunate accident after drinking a bottle of whiskey at one of their gigs, putting a cigarette out on the stage where the support band had left gunpowder. It sort of set fire to my hand, temporarily blinded me. And it was a stroke of luck in the end, because I was off work then for the next 6 or 7 weeks, which just coincided with their British tour, which was starting. And they invited me on the tour bus to go with them on tour. 2 days after the tour started, the drum roadie had to quit the tour because of severe migraine problems, and they asked me if I'd like to set up the drum kit. That's how I became a roadie, and for the next 6 years with the band, 5 years with the band, we more or less toured constantly, and I went on to work with other bands as well. But me and Sean always stayed, even when the band split up cataclysmically at the end of in the late 80s. Sean was he was my best man at my first wedding. He's always been there. He's always been a great friend and a great teacher for me. Certainly vocally, I've always respected his word, and musically as well. You know, he's the kind of guy who lives and breathes music. Somebody told me a story about Tom York the other day. One of Radiohead's band members said that so if you get 20 minutes of conversation out of Tom York a day when you're in the studio, then that's considered good, because it's just all the time with a pair of headphones on, with a drum machine or he's always constantly doing something. He's into the music. This is Sean as well. He's the sort of guy who'll spend 15 hours working out which 3 chords should come after those 3 chords. And that sort of level of dedication to music has led to such a great body of work that he's presented with us for this album for us to do. So, you know, I'm really excited and hopeful that we're gonna come out with a class product, a class finished article that will be Goose Pimple inspiring, I hope. It's not that long to the album, so you know, I'll sort of fill you into what's happening at the minute. We've got a body of work, and we've had to whittle down from roughly 31 songs down to 14, of which we've done by hook or by, you know, for instance, one of the provisos was that we were all into a certain song. All the songs had to be unanimously liked, or it's not worth trying to record them. And one of the songs, which was a personal favourite of mine, was chosen as one that they didn't like by someone in the band, and that caused a bit of a dilemma, if you like. But it's so great that we've got this all out beforehand, because hopefully when we get into the studio there will be no hang-ups about whether you like this or not, or whether this is the right thing to do, because we've got it all out in advance. And what we've got in now is 14 songs that really speak to us all of us, and we're all into them, and we all see the great potential in them. So our hopes are high, and we're going in at the moment rehearsing individual songs and trying to get grooves for them, and just finding our way through them. So it's all quite casual at the minute, and then as the weeks progress, we've got 3 weeks left, we'll go into an intense 2-day rehearsal period where we do nothing but rehearse for 2 days, rehearse the songs, find the grooves. Very tiring, very sort of draining on the intellect almost, and a very crucial part of the recording process. And then we directly into the recording of the album the day after a long sleep, and then we'll be working on a tight schedule for 6 days to try and complete the first 5 tracks, which will then go away to be mixed. And we're really excited. We can't wait to get this music done and for you to hear what we're into at the moment. And so I'll just leave you on that. I hope we see you this weekend at the gigs. Hello to everyone from all over the globe, especially the crew. I hope you had a great time. I know you must have, with your families, wherever you are in the world. You must have had a great holiday period. And I'm back, so stay in touch. Take care now. See you soon.